Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 1 of the Drip and Geeb podcast. I'm your co-host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is Drip Media Gaming.
What's going on, guys? Hey, for those of you listening on audio, we do record this Friday nights on my YouTube channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
And for those of you watching the stream, this will be available tomorrow and everywhere you can find a podcast.
What else are we supposed to say here? We're killing this intro.
Yeah, we're doing great. It's about super chats and all that good stuff.
For those of you in the chat, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you have questions or comments that you want us to read live, you can leave those at any point during the stream with a super chat. We will read every single one of those at the end of the stream. If you don't have any money for a super chat, that's also fine. Just hold on to your questions, and we will try to get to as many of those as we possibly can. Now, with that out of the way, Geeb!
Yo!
It's episode 1, man.
It is.
We're here.
We did it. You know, it might as well be episode 0.5 because last week was 0. This week is 0.5 because we still suck, and that's okay.
Yeah, we still suck. It's okay, man. It's episode 1. It's episode 1. Everybody's just gonna have to give us a little bit of little bit of room. Just give us a little bit of room.
I mean, Drip is a photographer, and I used to drive forklifts for a living. So I mean, neither of us are qualified for this, but here we are. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, you know, we're figuring it out. It's all good. So how was your week, man? How was
my
your
week? Was
Anything
great.
Cool happen?
My week was great. I mean, I did get my second vaccine, so I am fully 100%.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not yet. I mean, I've done my 2 weeks. Then I'm fully vaccinated.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm super stoked. Like, I've had people over the house who've been also vaccinated, and it's such a good feeling to be able to
awesome, right?
safely hang out with other people.
Yeah, like I went down to my buddy's house. I think not last weekend, but the weekend before that was my 2 weeks, and I went down to my buddy's house to watch Mortal Kombat, and we were literally like, yeah, like, I was really happy.
The way you told me earlier, because you told me that earlier, I was like, you did it a little bit better than that. And I laughed so hard.
Yeah, we were just, it was a nice time. And, you know, I had actually hung out with him and another one of our friends the weekend before that for a little bit, but I hadn't technically got my, 2 weeks, and it was kind of like,
yeah,
I don't know. Am I cool? Are we all good? Is this okay? But,
yeah.
It's cool. It's all good.
No, yeah, but I had a 12-hour sickness, and it went away quick. And it was, I didn't have any it wasn't even bad sickness. It was just like, it was there, and then it was gone in 12 hours, and I feel great, and I feel great mentally as well. So it's a wonderful time.
That's great. That is good. That's good to hear.
Anything with you, sir?
Man, I don't know. I've been busy this week, but with like weird stuff. Like I cut grass on a mower that has handles like this, and now I have sunburn on my hands, which is I don't know, man. It's been a weird week. It's been a very weird week. I did get 2 videos up this week, I think. It was 2 videos, right? So I got other stuff done and the videos, which, it's good. We started playing some different stuff on stream this week, which was kind of nice. Kind of nice.
Explain.
To do something besides Breath of the Wild.
What'd you play?
Yeah, last night we played Link to the Past. So still Zelda on stream, but totally different. And it was really fun, honestly. I had a really, really good time playing that. Other than that, I haven't really been playing anything new. Still, I haven't played Monster Hunter all week, which is an issue.
Wow.
I really need to get some more Monster Hunter in. And I haven't played Pokemon Snap since I streamed on Twitter the other night and made up all the new names for the Pokemon. Which
one of my favorite streams of yours of all time. Not gonna lie.
Honestly, it's one of mine too.
Gonna lie. And this is unreleased news, but guys, for the second channel that is going to be named Drip and G, but is not yet, where this podcast, the live feed will go up. It's not gonna just be podcast related. We're gonna have Drip and G content, including things like his stream, but in a tasteful, bite-sized way. So,
Geeb.
Yeah.
Geeb. You weren't there last night. I was talking about this last night during stream.
Well, these audio people don't know, so
they may not know. Audio people don't know. Yes,
audio people
don't know.
So audio people, and also I wasn't there. I'm sorry about that. It just didn't happen last night. I think you were still
sick. Honestly, I was like,
no.
He's got to be still sick.
No, I mean that would have been a good excuse. I should have went with that, but nope. I just neglected you last night.
That's fine. That's totally fine. It's all right. It's understandable.
I don't
had
remember.
a good time without you. Anyway, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? What have I been playing? What game have I been playing? Oh yes, what game have I been playing? I have been playing. Now I teased this to you earlier on our little meeting we had.
Oh yeah.
Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, it's on
Nice.
sale at
How
the
are you
eShop.
liking that one?
I believe it's still. I think the sale is over today. I picked it up while it was still on sale. I think for $15 for the $60 game. And I was like, or I think it's
Yeah,
$50
dude. Oh,
game.
yeah.
I was like, yes, please. And I was
Man.
I saw your video on it that you did what a couple months ago on it, or
Yeah, the top 10 games to buy on the Switch that aren't Mario or Zelda. That's what it was in.
yes, on
And
your
I was
channel.
trying to when you said it was in that video, I was like, I wonder which one it is.
Yeah,
I kept thinking, I was like, I don't know. For
Yeah.
some reason, I just couldn't put two and two together. I couldn't even remember what was all on the list. That's a good one though. You know, that game went on sale so hard for the physical version. You could get the Star Fox ship and the physical version for a long time at Best Buy for like $6.
wait,
Which is
wait, repeat that for me
Yes.
because I wasn't
It was
listening
like
to you.
there were so many of those boxes of the Starlink, the physical edition with the ship
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You could get them for like $6. It was
Are you
insane.
kidding me? That's
I'm not.
incredible, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
That is awesome.
that's when I bought mine because I had already like played through most of the game and I wanted the ship, but I was like, I'm not paying for that ship. I'm just not because I don't want to use it. I just want it.
Yeah.
But that's how I ended up getting it. I think I gave the other copy to my little brother.
Oh,
He's
neat.
been playing it.
Neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been really enjoying that game. It's kind of exactly what I wanted it to be, which was something different than what I usually play, but not so different like that I'm not gonna enjoy. Because Monster Hunter was kind of that way for me when I saw it. I'm like, that's so different to what I usually play. And the battle mechanics, you helped me,
Yeah.
you helped clear the air with me, like how the battle mechanics were going to be. You sent me that video before the game came out, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's the Ubisoft formula.
Yeah.
It's the Assassin's Creed formula. You go here, you open up this area of the map. You go
Yeah.
here, you open up this area of the map. Then you can see all the stuff you need to do in those areas. Then
Yeah.
you do that stuff.
yeah.
I
So
think the coolest part about that game is just the fact that it's completely like an open universe. You can just leave the planet, no loading screens. You just, go. And then go into another planet. You travel to another planet,
Yeah.
all in real time. I think that's very cool.
it is incredibly cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It looks great on the Switch, surprisingly. I didn't expect anything
Yeah, it
higher than
does.
30 FPS, which is about 30 FPS, and
Yeah.
that's fine. It plays great. Fox is awesome, or is that his name? I'm not.
Yeah,
great
I
with-
only played as Fox. I didn't
Yeah.
play as anybody else.
Yeah, no,
I don't
me
see
either.
the point.
Me either. It's why would you want to? It's and that why they didn't just call that's probably the deal they made with Ubisoft was like, we're not going to call it Star Fox, and then it's like call Star Fox.
Well, that's the thing because it was on other platforms. They just did a, but oh god, it sold terrible on other platforms. It sold awful.
Did it really?
Sold on the Switch? Oh yeah, it was a flop on other platforms. Sold good on the Switch, but yeah. What else? What else have you been playing?
At the moment, I haven't streamed that much at all the past week or two.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've been sick. It's been it's been a very weird week.
Yeah,
that's
so
for sure.
I haven't really played that much besides that game, and there is something I'm forgetting, but irrelevant. That is the focus of what I've been playing recently.
That's cool. Oh no, I know what you've been playing, or have you? Have you still been playing Monster Hunter Stories?
No, I didn't get a chance today. But I will not forget about that game. That game.
I gotta be
will play.
honest. When I found out I'm not gonna be able to use a controller,
it's fine though. I mean, you got pretty
I
far in
know,
it.
but
It's fine.
God,
It's annoying.
I don't.
It is
I know,
annoying, but
I
it's
know.
fine.
I know.
Well, we didn't. We did talk about what we're gonna talk. We did talk about what we talked about. We did talk about what we were going to be talking about on the podcast today. However, we didn't exactly go in the exact order. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it in. This is probably the hottest news of the day. We're gonna start off.
Man.
We're gonna start off
Of the
on.
month.
We're gonna
Of the
start
month.
off.
I already know what you're talking about.
We're gonna start off fire today, and that news. It's not a first party Nintendo, but it is exclusive to the Switch, and it's an experience that you've never had before. And this is the biggest
not
build
on the
up.
Switch. I mean, not on a game console, really.
No,
You've not had this experience on a game console.
you haven't. And what I'm getting at is the coolest game in the world calculator.
Only 10, dude. And what a deal.
What a
Dropped it on the
deal.
eShop for $10. I
What,
mean,
what,
how can
when
you
does
not pick that
calculator
up?
come out? Do you know?
It's out. You can
It's
get
out right
it.
now. Holy shit! It's
Oh,
a
it's
shadow
out.
drop.
A shadow
Did they
drop
shadow drop
calculator, yeah.
calculator right now? Are you fucking?
With
I
the
mean,
Call
are
of
you
Duty
kidding me?
font, with the Call of Duty font, it's looking super spectacular. And
Yeah.
I mean, I have one question. My question is, why do I even need a cell phone anymore?
That's a great point, man.
Like, I have a calculator on my Switch. I don't even need a cell phone.
No.
I mean,
I think we're done keeping this up now.
yeah.
And also,
Okay.
I
Seriously
kind of
though,
I let a half one slip as well.
Let's get real. Let's get real. Like, how is this a thing? How is this
Who
actually? How? Who is buying a calculator on the Nintendo Switch
No.
for $10? I'm trying not to cuss here because I know we're trying to keep this clean. We're gonna try to monetize this eventually.
Yeah. I'm
Seriously,
sorry, I'm sorry.
How?
It's, by the way, it's calculator, not the calculator. I just want to be clear. We're not going to shortchange this game. This product whatsoever. Is it a game? Is it a what is it?
Dude, who knows?
So many questions I have about this.
$10.
$10.
You realize when you buy a phone, I know the phone is a lot more expensive, but they give you one of these. It looks just like that.
Look at this.
And it's free.
I mean, for those of you listening, you can't see, but for the stream, I mean, I'll do my best to explain for the audio audience here.
Explain
it looks
I have
exactly like your phone.
The iPhone. It's the iPhone's calculator. It's the same exact thing. The colors are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, down to like the shadows and the way that the light looks like it's hitting the buttons. It's the same thing.
Well, I mean, it does run Android, right? I mean, does it not run a form of Android, the Switch at its current form?
No.
It doesn't? I thought it ran Android.
You can put Android on it.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was Android, but whatever the case is, it runs some sort of open source software, and it's probably just the same. It's skinned the same. It probably functions the same. Actually, probably functions worse because your Switch at its current form performs worse than your phone in your pocket in 2021.
Yeah, and the very interesting thing about this is, and I think I noticed this because when this came out, maybe the day after or something. I mean, you know, I don't pay attention to what comes on the eShop. I let Spawnwave do that for me.
Yeah.
So he did something on this that morning, and I saw this, and I was like, how? Like, how is this possible? But something he brought up I thought's very interesting. If you go into the eShop and look at this developer and just look at the rest of the absolute garbage that they put in the eShop, like Nintendo really has got to do something about curation of the eShop. Like the way that they have it structured, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's this bad and has been this bad for so long is honestly, it's hard to even fathom at this point. How have people not just completely here's the thing. I don't go into the eShop that much. I end up, if I'm getting the game, I go in, it's probably on one of the front pages. You know what I mean? It's either in the whatever. It's one of the pages. It's either featured or right there at the top of either that or I pre-ordered it. It's on the coming soon page. Easy to find. I don't really go just browsing the eShop a lot. But when you do, it's a terrible experience. It's absolutely awful. It's so awful. It's funny because you can look at a game that came out 3 days ago and you have to go so far down the list to even find it. And just stupid game after stupid game that cost, $2,
yeah,
$1. And they're all garbage. It's insane. I know it's been talked about before. I know I'm not the first person to say Nintendo needs to clean up the eShop, but they really do.
I can't actually reading this again. Can confirm it's a game. It's one player. It says it clear as day. Right, we're currently on Nintendo's homepage here. Like it's one.
So
it's
you
a game.
Can't even play multiplayer on this calculator. Canceled.
For $10 you could buy the best game of all time calculator, or for $5 more, at least as of yesterday, you could buy Starlink. I wonder what I would choose there.
Yeah, let's think about that really for a second. Like, wow. $5 more and you can have a AAA title. or
Yeah.
you can get this sweet calculator and get $5 off.
You know,
Oh my! I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on this, but man,
the one more thing I want to say
ah,
about it is that when I heard that a calculator was coming to Switch, I actually thought cool, because this is what I thought. All right, I thought, this is a good opportunity to like take a piece of that, that giant market that is graphing calculators. Like,
yeah,
of course, this is going to be a graphing calculator for students, because why would Nintendo? And also, I thought it was for $10. When I heard first off, when I heard calculator, I thought free. And then when I heard it cost $10, I said, "Oh, okay, I justified it and said, "Oh, it's going to be a graphing calculator for $10." And I'm like, "That's actually a good
no,
idea.
sir.
That's a good idea." No. This is yep, it's got like 1 and 2 and 3 up to 9.
It's basic. Yeah.
Don't forget 0. And that's what you get. Actually, there's more numbers in the price than there is on the dial pad.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's I don't know. There's been some other announcement. There was another game announcement this week. What was it? Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Yep. That is a game that was announced.
It's weird because it's a Disney game now. Because Disney owns Lucasfilm. It was a Lucasfilm game. That's very, very strange to me.
Yeah.
I don't think we put that on the list, but I did want to bring it up. Did you ever play that game? I played it as a kid.
No.
Like, I'd never owned it. My neighbor had it. And I played it at his. I remember going to his house in the morning, like super early in the mornings, and we'd be playing that.
I mean, I have a good idea. I never played
yeah.
it, but I have a good idea of what it is. Zombie Ate My Neighbor. Can you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it an RPG? Do you play as a zombie who's eating people's
No.
neighbors, or the other way around, or
No.
how's it go?
You're like a kid and you shoot stuff. You walk around. It's
Lame.
pretty basic game. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's
It's a
good.
cool
I
game.
mean, yeah. No, I thought it was.
To tell you the truth, I probably haven't played it since I was, I don't know, 10, 11. So
it looks interesting to me because I did put it in the podcast room earlier this week. I thought we could talk about it, but we didn't actually talking about it. But yeah,
I,
I mean,
I just saw it and I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't even get to that. We'll
No.
definitely have to put
yeah,
that
but
up
it
there.
looks fun. But before we get to more of the new games that have been released, we need to talk about something. It's currently, as a recording date, as a stream date, it is March 14th. Or I'm sorry, it's May 14th.
God.
Sorry,
I
May
know where this
14th.
is going.
It's May 14th. Drip, can you? How many days in a week?
I don't know.
7. And how many weeks have passed in 14 days? 2 weeks. And it's currently 2 weeks into the May, which is what we agreed upon.
It is.
That
Okay, I lost. All right, I lost the bet. I lost. I lost the bet.
You lost real hard, guys that listening at home.
I don't care. I don't care because of this.
Look forward to watching Drip, who's never played Rocket League, and Gabe, Geeb, who's played
30
800
strong minutes,
830 hours in Rocket League. Teach him how to play, and not only that, we're gonna win a round, which
I have 30
is harder than it
strong
sounds.
minutes in Rocket League. Okay, and now that the NASCAR pack is out here, I'm in. Like, I don't even care. I'm totally cool with this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out. Let's go.
Let's go.
I mean, I'll play tomorrow. I don't care. This sounds great.
I would love to play tomorrow.
Now,
Yeah,
am I going to be good at it? No.
But that's not the point.
I'm going to be in a NASCAR. I'm going to be in like Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa Chevrolet, just doing laps.
You're going to be horrible.
You're going
to be horrible, and that's what.
In Rocket League,
you do laps.
Circles, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what you do. You're
not
gonna,
a road course though. Just left turns.
I think it's you go up on the roof, and then I don't know.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
I'll be fine with it.
Guys, make sure you stay tuned to the streams, because we're gonna be doing some fun stuff with Rocket League and Drip.
Fun.
So that was a bet that he definitely lost, and
that's a good place for us to go into that. We can go into our weekly Zelda 35th anniversary watch. We need special music for this, by the way. I've decided we need some type of news bulletin type of sound or something.
Well, in the audio version, we can edit that in, assuming that my capabilities allow it. That is something we could do.
Yeah, cool. We're gonna do that. So, what do we got? Okay. This is what we got. This is there's a few other things, but it's mostly the same basic stuff. This caught my eye. It's very interesting. So I believe it was yesterday. Sony had to tell somebody, investors, somebody. I don't know exactly know what they had to do. Uh, they had to tell somebody things about their games, and Horizon Forbidden West is one of the games that was supposedly supposed to come out. It is supposed to come out. Okay, we're going. I got a weird error over here. So it's supposed to come out this year. Everybody thought, probably not gonna come out this year. I don't think it's gonna come out this year. I don't think it's gonna come out this year. So, if you actually want to grab that picture out of the Discord that I sent you.
I cannot go into Discord at the moment because that's where your face is, and they would see.
Okay. All right. Well, I can just talk about it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Sony said yes, this game is coming out. So Horizon Forbidden West is coming out this year. For those of you who remember, the first Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild, the original Breath of the Wild, came out around the same exact time. And they were, open world games like that. They were, kind of similar, kind of going head to head. So it looked like, I think, where that Horizon was going to have its own window because Breath of the Wild 2 isn't coming till next year. But Jeff Grubb over on Twitter, who is somebody I, from I don't know the guy, but from what I've seen and what he says and things that he, will put out there, I tend to believe the things he says. And I'll try to describe the picture he posted on Twitter as best as possible. But imagine Henry Cavill, Superman, standing, looking dapper as ever on I would say it kind of looks like a red carpet, but it's actually pink. Doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, he's standing there looking all nice. Looks like he's about to give an interview or something. And in front of him, it says Horizon Forbidden West getting a release window to itself. And then deep in the background of the picture, you can see Jason Momoa running towards him, looking like he's about to tackle him from behind. And over top of Jason Momoa, it says Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's to me, I see that and I see that saying, okay, clearly he knows something. He knows something is going on. Maybe not. Maybe it's just maybe it's a joke. Maybe it's nothing. But I kind of feel like that kind of that makes me think we might see Breath of the Wild 2 this year.
I mean, I'll let you keep talking about it because I don't have much to say. I'm gonna stick with my guns. I've said it over and over. I'm not gonna change my thoughts and opinions because at the end of the day, it's all speculation, thoughts and opinions. It's nothing really factual. I think it's coming out by March 2022. I believe we will know when it's coming out. We will have a release date in September. They're going to release a release date in September. That's my speculation. Based off everything that I've heard, that's what I think. But go ahead and continue talking about,
Honestly, I mean that's really it for that part of it. But I mean, as far as when I think it's coming out, I don't know. I mean, that right there gives me hope that we're going to see it this year. Before that, I kind of just wrote it off to next year around March. I mean, maybe February. I don't know. It just seems like there's so many other things because we can go right into the other stuff that's been leaked here. But I mean, we got a list of leaks this week that was long, and it's going to continue because E3's right around the corner. I mean, we're going to see a lot of this stuff. But I mean, what else? Donkey Kong. The Donkey Kong stuff. It looks like there's a 2D Donkey Kong game, or 2.5D, 2.5D Donkey Kong game being worked on by the Super Mario Odyssey team. So that would be cool.
That's. I mean, I didn't play Odyssey, as a lot of you know, but that is a cool looking game. And are we expecting not a copy, but a similar kind of game experience to Odyssey, where it's like open world situation, kind of, sort of.
Well, like Odyssey, I don't well, no, because it's not going to be 3D. They said it's 2D slash 2.5D. I mean, that I don't know. That could not be right. Who knows? Who really knows? But the thing about it is, there was a bunch of people talking about it, and then Nintendo Life actually came out later and said that they had also heard from other reliable sources that yes, a 2D or 2.5D Donkey Kong is being worked on by the Odyssey team, which would make it's been talked about for a while, but since then, like I like Tropical Freeze. I thought it was cool, but I really would like to see, like you said, like a 3D Odyssey style Donkey Kong. Like
That'd be
Donkey
cool.
Kong 64 was that type of thing. It was a 3D type of thing. I don't know.
I
Either
don't.
way, I think it's really cool that that we're going to get a Donkey Kong possibly. And from what this says, let me make sure before I go ahead and just blurt it out. Yeah, I mean, it looks like this has been being worked on, and this is something we should expect to see this year, and that an E3 announcement is very probable.
That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Now, whether I actually play it or not is to be seen, because I haven't played I haven't played Donkey Kong games since Mario was the main character. So, that's
Well,
not.
now is the perfect time to jump back in, Geeb.
I mean, it would be fun. I mean, I'm watching. We're watching some Tropical Freeze highlights here on the stream, and it looks like a really fun game.
It is. I'm telling you, it's great.
It just
You didn't play Donkey Kong, what was it? Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo?
I have, and it's not my
Oh, that
favorite,
was a
but
good
it
one
is.
too.
I
That
had
was a
fun
good
playing
one.
that with like Abby's parents and Abby.
Yeah.
Like that was a fun little game to play together as like a family for shits and giggles. It was fun. We got to a point where Abby wanted to rage quit because she got real mad at one part. But I mean, it was still really fun.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze had me that way a few times. About to throw my Switch against the wall. It's difficult. It's a difficult little platformer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I think that's awesome. Not the coolest one though. Not the coolest one. What else do we have? Oh, this one. This little gem here. And I don't care what anybody says. Let's start here. I don't care how much Mario Kart 8 sold. I don't care. I am sticking to this. I think Mario Kart 9 is coming this year. I think it's the holiday game this year.
Would you mind reading a little bit of that article? Because I literally a second ago accidentally got rid of that page, so I can't show anybody.
So here's the gist. So there's a Twitter leaker. I mean, that's been the term of the week this week.
Yeah.
Guy on Twitter, Zippo. He is saying that there has been a team hard at work on a Mario Kart game of some sort, and has been for the past 3 years. That's a long time.
That would be 2018. We're currently in 2021.
And now he is saying that he has confirmed with whoever he talks to find these things out. It's not Mario Kart Tour. So it's not the phone game. It was not that. It is not Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. So that's the other thing. And it's not the Universal Studios theme park ride either. So that's literally every other Mario Kart project that it could be accounted for there. So Mario Kart 9, he's saying it may not be a Mario Kart 9. It could be some super big expansion from Mario Kart 8, which I don't think so. Why do that? You know what I mean?
I mean, I can answer that question. You're not going to like it because you're pretty much sticking to your guns, which I respect.
Yeah, but no. You have to keep moving. It's time. Just do a new one.
You have to keep moving if you've become stagnant. And stagnant also implies that sales are. Look, we can argue about this. Literally, we can have 4 podcasts in a row arguing about this.
I know.
And we're both right and we're both wrong. I mean, it's a decision Nintendo has to make. And which one are they? Really, what we should be arguing about is which one are they going to make? Which decision? And they're probably going to make the decision of Mario Kart 9. I'm just being honest. Even though I think
Probably,
I
yeah.
believe what I believe, I still think they're going to make the decision of Mario Kart 9. However, I don't think it's going to be Mario Kart 9. It's going to be, but it's not going to be DLC either. It's not going to be DLC for Mario Kart 8. It's going to be, I'm this is again, guess, speculation, totally no basis of fact, just my own opinion. It'll be, they might go in a direction where like Super Smash, where it's no longer Mario focused, because the game is not Mario focused. It may not be Mario Kart. It may be a rebranded Mario Kart that is the exact same experience as Mario Kart 8 with enhancements, or should I say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with enhancements of the what they've been working on the past
Just
3 years with a new title.
Give me Mario Kart Ultimate. Give it the Smash Brothers treatment. Just give me Mario Kart Ultimate. Let's go. Everybody's here. Bring everybody. Let's do it.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? It's time. I think they've done everything they can do in Mario Kart at this point, right? I mean, they've done everything. They could bring stuff back, but like, why not just bring it all back? Why not have a different mode? Instead of bringing like the double dash type of Mario Kart back, just bring back a double dash mode.
I don't even know. What do you mean double dash? I'm a young man.
Oh, yeah. Double dash, you had 2 people on one cart. There was a lot of different mechanics you could do with like teams of people. I believe that was on 64, or was it GameCube? I don't know. I don't remember.
We didn't have either of those growing up. So
anyway, the end of this says that he notes the scheduled release date is sometime between holiday this year, as I've been saying, and early 2022 as a release date.
I mean, he's probably right. That's it. If I'm gonna be honest, this is my honest opinion. I think our holiday game of 2021 is Mario Kart 9, quote unquote.
Yes, and I think it is too.
And the game that everyone wants, Breath of the Wild 2, aka Breath of the Wild 2. It's not. Who knows what it's actually be called? That we'll find out in September, according to me. But that game, that's going to be an early 2022 game. Q1.
That I do
between January and March. That's when it'll be released. We will already know, and they're going to likely take pre-orders for that holiday as well. For the holiday 2021, they'll take pre-orders for Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that at E3. I think we're going to get the big blowout at E3. They're not going to go into E3 and not say anything about Breath of the Wild 2 at this point. I'm sorry. I still think we have a chance to see something Zelda related next week. This is the last week though. Next week, if it doesn't happen next week, it's E3. Like I'm 100% out after next week.
Okay. Well, stop beating that dead horse of Breath of the Wild too, because again, we're just kind of waiting. Unless you have something to add there.
I mean, we'll see what happens next week.
Oh, that's right. Possible. Right. Yeah, you had something to talk about with that, right? Next week.
Oh, I don't know.
You had said that next week we could have a direct. Is that
it's possible? I think it's still possible. Yeah, I mean, and okay. Yeah, let's get into this for a second. First off, we have Samus Hunter, another leaker, saying that the first 2 weeks of this month we're supposed to have a direct, latest next week. Now, I was saying that before I knew who Samus Hunter was. I didn't say this third week, but I told you long ago we could go into May, probably the first 2 weeks. Obviously, I was wrong about that. So we have 1 week left. But the thing about it is, like, I just, and it's kind of the reason that I just don't even know if I want to talk about all this stuff. It's like, we talk about all these leaks and rumors and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, these people who are leaking this stuff, they're not Nintendo. Things could change. Things could change internally. And the first person to be contacted is not going to be Leaky McLeakerson over here. They're not going to be like,
hey, what do you mean?
We got to call Samus Hunter because we're changing our plans, and make sure that Samus Hunter knows so they can put it on Twitter and make sure everybody knows it. Like, I used to be very guilty of this before I did YouTube. I was really excited about the Switch in its first couple, the first couple years. Yeah. Any leak that I heard, I wanted it to be true so bad that I made it fact. And then when it didn't happen, I got so bummed out. And that's why a lot of like you see, small channel here. I'll talk about some leaks. It's okay, whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
going to get that much of a blowback from it. But these bigger channels, like a lot of them stay away from all this stuff for a reason because when it ends up being wrong, they're the ones who catch the heat for it. The people who are trying to report it on YouTube or talk about it or whatever, they're the ones who end up catching the heat for it. So that's why you see a lot of these people not even talk about it. But, and I will say, the Samus Hunter track record's really good. Really good. But I can tell you this, it won't be perfect. Not forever. It can't be.
Yeah.
Like perfect or not right now. I mean, it's just not something that you can put all your eggs in that basket and be like, yeah, this person says that's going to happen. They don't work from Nintendo, but I'm going to believe it. It's fun to talk about for sure. It's very fun to talk about. I love talking about it, but I have changed my whole idea about maybe not taking it so literally all the time. But I'll tell you what is fun. What is fun when I make my own little predictions or speculations and then come to find out that some leaker starts saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, see, see? See, you guys just listen to me. Listen to me. And then when it's wrong, I'll be like, oh yeah, well, I was just guessing. They act like they had information.
You're right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that kind of wraps up our leaks and stuff like that, and that's what they are, guys. They're speculation, they're leaks.
Well, I have one more.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I lied.
It's not really a leak. This is kind of a different thing.
Yeah, go for it.
So I did a video on this. When did I post this? Yesterday. I just want to talk to you about this because I just feel like this is absolutely insane that somebody even say this at this point. So a former Retro Studios design lead who worked on Metroid Prime Trilogy said he is skeptical that the games could be ported to Nintendo Switch. Specifically Metroid Prime 3. Because of some of the mechanics that the Wii Motion controls had. It was like things they did with locks and some of the enemy stuff that they had. His quote was, it would be a Herculean effort, which I just don't understand this. Like maybe somebody out here somewhere, maybe when we post this on YouTube later can comment, or maybe afterwards can just let me know how this works. But he says in this article here, or in his response, because this was on Facebook. This was to a fan on Facebook or something like that. He says, Metroid Prime 1 and 2 controls were easy to convert from standard controls to the Wiimote, the Wii Motion. That was easy. But going the other way would be impossible. Or take a Herculean effort.
Yeah.
How? Isn't that very close to the same thing? Like, I feel like I may be missing something here, and if I am, please let me know. I just feel like that's a really silly thing to say. And I do want to mention as well, this guy hasn't worked for Retro Studios in 10 years. So he has no idea what's going on internally. And we've heard since what, 2018, that the Prime trilogy's already been done. It was going to come out when Prime 4 was ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back before the delay of Prime 4, like we were supposed to get it. What was it? Game Awards. It was the Game Awards.
Oh.
Everybody was like, "Oh yeah." Everybody's like, "Yep, it's going to be announced. Yep. Metroid Prime Trilogy HD going to be announced." You heard it from every single place, and like at that point, even the really big channels on YouTube were like, "Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening."
Actually, Among Us.
That it just didn't. What is it?
Among Us.
No. It wasn't even then. It was way before that. It was years before that.
Oh, okay.
So,
gotcha.
It was a long time ago. And this game has just been kind of sitting around like supposedly. You know, I don't know. I think this is crazy. And I point directly to Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Like I made 2 videos on How the hell are they going to get Skyward Sword on the Switch? How are they going to do it? They did it, and they did it just fine. It looks like it's going to be just fine. It's going to have a handheld mode. It's going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just put it out of the stick. I said it in the video yesterday, and I'm going to repeat it because I believe it. If Nintendo wants a game on the Switch, they will figure out a way to put it on the Switch. I think
Absolutely.
I just think that this, I don't know. I think he may be a little bit out of touch with what's going on.
He could have been just trying to get his name out there.
I'm not a game developer. So I'm like, maybe.
Any PR is good PR, and he just probably wanted to get his name out there. If he's truly just off base, just for PR's sake, then he probably just wants some PR. But if he's serious about it, it's interesting. But he's wrong, because if Nintendo wants to sell you something, they will sell it to you. The Skyward Sword is that example.
But yeah, they're gonna figure out a way to get it there, and it makes sense this year. It makes sense for all the Prime Force. I mean, I don't think we're getting Prime 4, but it has an anniversary this year too. Same with Donkey Kong, 40th anniversary this year.
Yeah,
lots of anniversaries this year, a whole lot of them.
Yep, it's a good year.
It is. It's a great year.
But yeah, all right. So we talked a little bit about new games earlier with the, what was that game called again? Zombie Ate My Neighbor.
Yeah.
And what would you like to talk about the next new game? Because we have a couple games here on the list that are new games coming out.
Do we? I don't have that list. You go for it. I'll chime in.
I'll just go ahead and read off what we have on our list here that we talked about, and we can get to which ones we want to get to. Well, we have new games. They're coming out. Dragon Quest. We have the Famicom.
Oh, wait, whoa. Yeah, whoa. We can talk about that.
Go for it.
That's not a new game. That's an event. I forgot about that. I forgot we even talked about that.
I put that in the new games
section. What is it?
Because I know nothing about it.
I don't know a whole lot about it. They just announced that there's going to be an event, and everybody seems to think that we're getting another Dragon Quest game. But I'm like, man, I'm 11 behind already. Like, don't put another one out.
Hey,
not yet.
It's the news is there. The event? It'd be cool. I'll probably watch it. I mean, why not?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna live stream it. Hell, why not? I don't care.
Why not? Hey, maybe we will live stream it on this channel.
That's what maybe we'll just both live. Like, yeah, we know nothing about this game, but let's check this out.
Let's go.
I did, however, download on this computer here, Dragon Quest Builders 2. I forget who I was talking to somebody about that on live stream or in the Discord or something. I don't remember where I was talking to, but I wanted to play that game, and I was like, I think I'd really like that one. And it popped up on Game Pass, and I was like, sweet, I don't have to pay for it. So I did get that. I don't know. Dragon Quest is, I know it's a slow paced type of game, really long, probably not going to be something I'm super into. Dragon Quest 11 has caught my attention a few times. I will say that. It's caught my attention a few times. Like, everybody seems to like this. It looks kind of cool. The characters look awesome. They're in Smash. I mean,
I have a hard enough time games that I want to play actually getting them on my system and playing them. I have a hard enough doing that. So games I'm not really interested in, it's not going to happen for me. I'm not going to play it. I will watch this event gladly and talk about it and be excited for it if I enjoy it. But I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not going to play it.
Yeah, that's understandable. What other new games?
Yeah, moving on. We got the Famicom Detective stuff, which of course is.
Oh, that's today. Yeah, the Famicom. Yeah, the Famicom Detective. Yeah, man. Again, another one. For the people who are happy about this, I'm happy for those people. That's all I can say about this, man. It's just I don't know. It's just not, it's not really my thing. This week, honestly, for games on the Switch anyway, little dry for me.
I'm sorry, this week? Oh, yeah.
Except Calculator.
Of course, Calculator. Of course.
Calculator's really all I'm really concerned about.
Of course. Now, I'll be honest here. Famicom games, as soon as they are announced, interest me because I recently got into some anime on Netflix. I don't remember the name of it. I wish I had so I could tell you, but I'm interested in this. I think now for, what's it, $40 each? Is that what the price?
That sounds right.
That
Yeah,
is
maybe.
not happening. $20 for one of them when it goes on sale inevitably. Yes, I will do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you can grab it up then. Hey, if you're interested in it, yeah, I mean, just wait. These might go on
No,
sale.
I want to be clear here because I do like to. I always say that about, well, if it goes cheaper, I'll get it. I'm not that guy who's like, these games are too expensive, like this stupid. I don't want to. How could they sell for that price? I'm not that guy. I'm just poor.
No, no. But
So
you
I
know
have to
what?
pick and choose what I want
That's
to
the thing.
buy.
You're not, yeah, but you're not sitting here complaining about the price. You're just saying,
No,
now when that's cheap, I'm gonna play that. There's nothing
exactly,
wrong with that. There's
exactly.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
All right, let's move into something a little bit different because this is something I actually literally just filmed a video on this. So for those of you watching now, you'll probably get to hear all this information twice. I may have a little more now or a little more in there, who knows. But there is a rumor. I saw this also on Nintendo Life, and I didn't see anybody talking about this. And I was like, this is the most interesting rumor that I've seen in such a long time. Nobody's talking about it. Maybe it's not that interesting to anybody else. Maybe it's just that interesting to me. But reportedly, Apple is working on a Nintendo Switch style hybrid console. Now that is very, very interesting to me.
To me as well.
I mean, okay, first off, let's just go into just the history. I mean, a lot of people know the history of Apple and their brief history in gaming with the Pippin.
Scotty?
It was
No, not Scotty.
it was a flash in the pan. It was gone. It was there.
Number
It was
30,
gone as fast as
33
it came
Bulls
in.
forward. No, not him.
It didn't go well. It did not go well. We'll say that. But I mean, that was in the 90s. That was a long, long time ago. And something that really interests me, and this is kind of what I want to talk about this. We'll get into like what the specs of the hardware are supposedly in this thing. What interests me a little bit, and I didn't even mention this in the video today, are this. All this stuff with Apple versus Epic, right?
Yeah.
The Epic Games Fortnite thing.
Yes, yes.
It's all over certain places that it can be and ways that it can be dealt with. They're having the same issue with Microsoft and Game Pass. Maybe secretly they're just trying to keep that stuff out of the way because this is something that they actually do have planned. Like maybe these are just things that are happening but seem very strange for Apple to be doing. But there's actually a bigger plan in place. Now, that is some tinfoil hat stuff. I will admit, I'm not going to sit here and try to act like that has a lot of anything behind it. Just a thought I had. It's possible. But the biggest thing I think about this this entire situation here is the M1 chip. The M1 chip is something that Apple has put out. If you're not familiar, they just put it in the new Mac Minis. It's in a lot of other stuff. They just announced it's actually coming to the iPad Pro, which is amazing. So right there, if you have any question about battery life or if it can go in something that small, the iPad Pro is super thin. I'm looking at one right now. It is much, much thinner than my Switch.
Yep.
I can tell you that. And they're putting an M1 chip in that. The funny thing about it is, so they put the M1 chip in the Mac Mini as well. Now the Mac Mini's $800. Okay, I've watched people edit video online with the Mac Mini. It's whisper quiet. The fans don't even turn on. They're editing 4K footage, watching YouTube videos, rendering stuff like in a snap of a finger. My $2,500 my MacBook Pro. You should hear it. It sounds like it's about to lift off of my lap. Sometimes I can't even put it on my lap because it's so hot. And as far as rendering footage or exporting footage, like don't touch the computer or it's going to fail.
So in simpleton terms, this M1 chip from Apple that they're releasing in all their current,
it's incredibly powerful.
It is something that
it's
a really efficient, really powerful single chip that is housing the CPU and GPU. If you're a nerd, you know what those are. And
okay, but that now okay, yes, that's true.
Making it very portable, thin, and mobile. and
Right.
which is
Right.
perfect for a handheld.
Right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The M1 chip does have the graphics, the GPU. It's all one
Yeah,
piece.
yeah, it's one piece.
Apple does that type of stuff. Uh, Supposedly the next one, the one that's going to be in the new Mac Pros and the MacBook Pros,
Yep.
has a upgraded separate GPU. So they're going to be separate. It's going to be better than the one. So you're actually going to have even more graphics capabilities with whatever they're going to do next, and it's going to be close to the same size. So you're still going to be able to
Well,
fit it in a tiny thing.
Switch people don't get too excited about that because that's going to
Oh
cost
yeah, yeah.
$14,000, and
Well, now hold on. We'll get there.
that's
We'll
not going to
get
happen
there.
in an affordable handheld
We'll get
console.
there. Yeah, it's Apple. It's going to be expensive, but when you're looking at technology like that, that's insane. Like that's crazy, especially to think about that in a handheld device.
Yeah.
Apparently Ubisoft, like now this is a leak, guys. Remember, leak, rumor. Don't take this
It's
to the
fun to
bank.
talk about. Do not
Right,
come at
but
us.
apparently Ubisoft is being consulted on its development. So there's like gaming companies already involved in this. Supposedly, like I just said, there's more chips coming out for the new Apple stuff. The M1X or the M2, I don't know, but supposedly they're making their own thing, their own version of the best of all this stuff, a different chip for this gaming console.
It's interesting.
And they do mention at the end of this ray tracing. I mean, if you're going to talk about power, you got to throw
Can I
in.
get 1080p on my I don't care about ray tracing. Can I just get 1080p? Like, that's all I want.
Yeah. But this is very interesting to me. This
Yeah.
whole thing, this whole
No,
Apple
I
thing is
agree.
I'm so interested in this. Again, like it says here, big places like Tech Radar are saying no, this is not happening, which okay, maybe. They know more than I do, but it's very interesting. And if it does happen, I don't think it's that crazy to even think that it could happen.
No, I mean,
Do
listen.
you?
No, because listen, it could never happen. It probably won't ever happen. But don't be fooled. Like Nintendo and Ubisoft and Apple, or not Nintendo. I mean, Apple and Ubisoft, they're probably talking right now about this. It's just talk. And that's probably how these leaks came out. It's very possible that they're just having meetings and they're talking about the possibility of this.
Yeah.
And that's all it is, a possibility. It's nothing yet. It's if it actually happens. But that's why this leak happened, I think, is because there probably are having meetings about this whole situation. And because it's a smart, wouldn't you all agree that would be smart for Apple to release a handheld with that M1 chip? At the very least, license that chip so other people can use it. Nintendo. Like
Yeah,
it won't happen. It
not
won't happen. But they think about it. You can't deny they're not thinking about it. Of course they're thinking about it. Money.
Yeah.
It's about money, and they probably won't ever do it. But they're thinking about it.
I mean, Apple's going to they're going to start moving out into other things.
Absolutely. I was talking to you earlier. Like there's probably going to be
Apple TV.
Yeah.
The Apple TV won't be a box. It will be a TV.
It'll be a whole TV. And Apple is going to go after Tesla, and they're going to make an Apple car.
I'm telling you what. You said that earlier, and I was like, "Gee, might be losing his mind." I thought about that.
Did you lie to me? I thought you were with me on that one.
Well, I was, but I was like, well, maybe. I mean,
No.
but when you think about it, the way that like Tesla, those type of vehicles, and the way that a lot of vehicles are going electric, when you take a gasoline motor out of the equation, yeah, Apple makes a lot of sense to make a car.
Yeah.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
It's a piece of tech at that point. It's not a car. Like that Tesla, it's not really a car. It's tech. It's technology. Not to say that an engine car is not technology either. That's not what I'm talking about. But in our modern way of thinking of tech, quote unquote, our phones, our computers, our laptops, all that kind of stuff. The modern tech. It's not a car. It's tech. It's an electric motor RC car.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's very interesting. But it just kind of makes me think like what the Switch could be. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like that segue. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was beautiful right there.
It was very nice. It
Oh
was.
yeah.
So let's go into that. We've decided tonight for our very last segment of the show here, we're just going to talk because, as a lot of you know who are here right now, we talk a lot about what the Switch Pro is going to be. What it's going to have in it. What it's going to, you know, how much of a jump is it going to be?
And we're gonna
So
beat that dead horse for another 40 minutes right now.
no, that's not what we're going to do. We have decided, instead of trying to guess what that would be, we are just going to build, hypothetically, our perfect Nintendo Switch from the ground up. If we could put anything we wanted in the Nintendo Switch, anything we wanted, as far as anything from other companies, certain this, that, whatever. I've got a few things in my head that I think could make a very nice handheld Nintendo product. Geeb's got a lot more than me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna get the basic stuff out of the way. And the first one, it's fairly simple, and I hope everybody already knows what I'm talking about. It's Bluetooth headphone support.
I'm sorry, what? Calling
Can we? Yeah.
1999. Can we
Yeah.
can you get that in there?
So that
Radical. You're a radical.
that's top on the list. I just figured we should get that out of the way before we started our actual list. Where do you want to start with this thing? Where do you want to start?
I want to start with, and now guys, we're probably Drip and I will be building our own, but we'll be coming together on ideas for sure. Probably very similar, but we're probably gonna end up with two different Switches here at the end of our, because it's what we want. It's what us individually would like. But
I'm jumping on yours.
Let's start.
I'm throwing all my stuff on yours.
Let's start with the chassis. What you touch. What are we touching here? Starting with not the Joy-Cons, because of course that's going to be an interesting conversation, but the chassis of the Switch itself, the tablet, the contents that you touch, not inside but the outside. What I want, I'll just start. I want aluminum. Like my dream Switch is made of aluminum.
Where I was going. 100%.
Like, I mean, maybe if we want to get really, because I don't want glass, I want to be able to drop it and not crack. But aluminum might be too soft. But again, aluminum might keep the cost down. Now, in our dream Switch here, in our our fake Switch, the cost is not an issue here. We're not talking, Also, compatibility
Price is no issue.
Compatibility doesn't matter because this is fake, but this is for fun.
Right. Yeah.
So I would say I want aluminum chassis because it'll be lightweight, but it'll also be very durable. And it looks sexy, very sexy.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I think some type of metal for sure.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be metal just for, it's just, when you pick something up that's plastic, you pick something up that's like metal, it feels nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, I think as far as we can go with that, those aluminum Joy-Con shells that are $100, like that's really nice, man. Those are really cool. Like I can't bring myself to pay $100 for them, but I do want them. I will say that I do want them. I just can't. I can't do it
because they are Joy-Cons and we're in this Switch. It is still modular. You can still take them off. I think I don't want aluminum. I want the option. I want Nintendo to sell me aluminum Joy-Cons either in a package for a Switch or like as a separate option I could buy. I don't want to have to mod it myself. But
since we're there, let's do this. You can get the option there. I also want options of different styles of controllers. Like, why is there not a GameCube controller split in half? Like the mod's online. I've seen it. It's
I've seen it too.
Beautiful. Like, why don't we have those? Like, Smash is a huge thing on the Switch. It's huge, and nobody wants to play in handheld mode because it sucks.
It's huge.
It's huge. It is. It is. So, different types of Joy-Cons as well. I think would be great. Let's move quickly.
Yep.
So let's stay on the Joy-Cons for 1 second. Here's something else. I want full-size sticks.
I was going to say the same thing. Full size. I don't want these dinky little baby sticks that cost $3. I want
I want Xbox
One sticks. I mean, Pro Controller would be great too, but like I want better. I don't think the Pro Controller sticks are the best. I think like Xbox and PlayStation have them better. They're fine, but I want better. This is our dream Switch here. Geeb wants the feeling of holding like an Xbox controller stick. That's what stick I want.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I think the option to have a shape of Joy-Con, kind of like what you see in the Split Pad Pro, something like that, but from Nintendo. I want Nintendo to
first
make
party.
This. Like why? Yeah, first part. I want that. I want the quality of this cut in half and put on the sides of my Switch.
I want it too, man.
That's what I want.
Charge me more. I don't care. Charge me $70 for it, or $80,
please.
$90 instead of the $50 for the Split Pad. I don't care. I want the option.
Let's do that
on a drunk night. That's what I want.
Let's go screen.
Screen?
Are you cool with 720, or are you trying to get something stupid like 4K?
Stupid. I want a stupid 4K OLED display. This is what I want.
If we're going all out, yeah. I mean, that's fine.
This is tricked out, man.
Here's the thing. If there was one place that I had, like, if there was one thing on this list that we had to skimp on, I would be fine with a 1080p screen here. Like if we're still going higher end, but not quite as high end, I'd be fine with a 1080p screen just because of the size.
I'd be fine.
Of the size, a 1080p screen's still going to be really, really nice looking.
I'd be fine with 720p. If I mean, if we're talking about just being fine with, I'm fine with 720p. I don't particularly care that much, but I want the option at least at the very I think the option.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Why not? Can we have a 720p for that $299 price that we always want? Or how about that?
Okay.
Give me an option for a $499.
Yes, we can.
For a 4K OLED. Give me options.
Yes, we can. We can have that because we're making it right now.
Give me.
We can't have that. We have it. It's ours.
All right. So far we got a metal chassis. We have endless
multiple Joy-Cons.
Multiple Joy-Cons, but all of them have upgraded sticks. No, we're not playing around with this small
full
stuff
size
anymore.
Sticks, not little ones. All of them have full size sticks.
No Joy-Con drift, but that's
multiple styles.
Without being said, no Joy-Con.
There's going to be drift. Nobody's getting away from drift anywhere. It's in every It's funny because Xbox, PlayStation, everyone's like, oh, they're drift. Like, oh yeah, really? It's because they put so much money into the rest of the controller. Again, they have to cut the price somewhere. That's where it gets cut. There's so much technology in the DualSense and the Joy-Cons, and they just put crap sticks in them because that's where they can keep the price at a reasonable place. That's what happens.
We got that metal chassis.
Not
got those
here, not today.
Got those Joy-Cons, and then we got the 4K OLED display. And what's next?
I mean, you and I know some stuff about the insides of the Switch.
Yeah.
As far let's go power. Where are we going with power? Where do you want to get your power from? What do you want? Because I don't really have a whole lot to say on this. I just want more of it.
Are you referring to
I don't know how to get it.
Graphical power, performance? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, if we're settling, then I just want 1080-60. It's all.
No.
Oh wait.
I'm talking about what type of, like right now. What's in there right now? The NVIDIA.
Yeah, it's a Tegra 1. Is that what it is?
The Tegra X1.
Okay.
Or X, what, I don't know, the upgraded version of that. Yeah. So if you could change that out with something, what would you change it out with?
I mean, we kind of talked about it earlier. It's the perfect solution. The M1 from Apple.
The M1.
Put it in there.
Okay, but let's go a little bit further. And let me pull this back up here. They're talking about the other ones, the newer ones are going to be the M1. Where's it at? M1X or the M2.
Okay.
So these ones would actually, I think this is where they're talking about getting the ray tracing and stuff from. So for our pretend Switch, let's go ahead and dump. The X2 looks like it's going to be more powerful than the M1. Or the M2 is more powerful than the M1X.
It'll be times 2 performance, of course, than stupid Apple graphics.
That's what we'll do. We're going with the M2. We're gonna put the M2
in there. Put it in.
Now this one, obviously, from what this says too, that'll have the updated and upgraded graphics card. That is separate, not as one piece.
That's right.
So,
it'll still be in a small package that'll fit easily in a Switch. I mean, that we're not talking about a desktop graphics card here. It'll still be on one motherboard that'll fit very nicely. I would
so
imagine.
that I mean that would be a beast right there.
Yeah.
That'd be an absolute beast. Now, I have some docking things I'd like to talk about. Let's talk about your dock ones. What do you want out of your dock?
I want my dock to be small. I like the idea of it protecting my screen, but you and I both know that the Switch dock, as its current form, has a lot of empty space, mostly just hollow plastic.
Oh yeah, I opened one up and painted it.
I
There's nothing in there.
oh I did
It's a ribbon cable that goes from the back
yeah
of a little tiny board.
yeah
It's a ribbon cable that goes to the front to play.
yeah.
That's it.
I
It
did
does not need to be that big.
I did forget earlier to mention with that OLED screen, it's gotta be glass. I know I said durability, but glass is more premium, and I want that glass screen on at least if we're doing like one
Gorilla
affordable
Glass,
Gorilla Glass.
right?
Yeah, give me Gorilla Glass because who's dropping their
I'm
Switch?
with
Let's
it.
be honest. Who's actually dropping their Switch? Not a lot of people. Children are, and you know what? They deserve to break it.
This is not this Switch is not for children.
Not for children, and I want a glass
This is
screen
not a
on
child
it.
Switch.
With that being said,
big bad nasty Switch, not for kids.
Yeah, I do want. I like the idea of having a dock that covers the screen because that is kind of nice, but it needs to be smaller. It needs to be smaller. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Smaller.
Give me a USB-C port, and you know, and like that's all I really need coming out of the Switch because you can either give me a dock. You know, I didn't put too much thought into this, honestly speaking, but I need a small dock.
I have dock stuff.
That's my requirement. I need a small dock. That's what I want.
Okay, I agree. Small for sure. I don't think there even needs to be. There needs to be what? It needs to be like, okay, the Switch. What's the render that everybody keeps putting up on? I use it too. I don't know why I say everybody. I use it too. The render that everybody puts up, I think it's called the Switch Up or something like that, where it lays down on the dock and the dock's just like the size of a phone pretty much, and it just like cradles on top.
Okay.
I think a dock could be literally that small. I don't think it has to have much in it. Obviously that needs to be 4K 60 with all the stuff that we've got in there. That's going to have to put out on that TV 4K 60. And that should be done pretty easily, especially with what Nintendo's putting out. Like, nothing is that graphically intense where, you know, an M2 chip in there should handle 4K 60 pretty well. We're talking about ray tracing here, right?
Yeah, right.
Isn't that what the article said? That's what it said.
Yeah.
So, obviously that. I have one big thing that I want. And this is something I've talked about before. And I think it's an idea that, honestly, I think it's an idea that we could see in the Switch, maybe this Switch 2, or maybe some upgraded version down the road, is wireless docking. Now, hear me out on this. Wireless docking in the sense that, like, let's just say, for instance, my phone. I have an Apple TV sitting right here. I can push stuff from my phone to the Apple TV without plugging it in. And it's almost there's almost no delay at all.
Zero latency, or not zero, but close to zero.
Not
latency.
zero, but I mean it's close, man. It's not something that would mess you up in a game. And if you use the right connection, it would be fine because Nintendo's done this before with the Wii U tablet.
Yep.
And the Wii. You could play on here. You know, you're doing things on the Wii the Wii U tablet.
Yep.
And they're coming up on screen, and there's no latency. Everything's totally fine. So the technology's there. Now, what that would open up is, one, that would open up ports of Wii U games in their original forms. You could literally use your Switch as a second screen, just like you use that, which obviously was the original intention for the Wii U. I think they wanted the Switch, but just didn't have the technology to quite make the Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think going back to something like that would be cool. Wireless docking. I'm not saying like charging. It doesn't have to charge wirelessly, but I mean, that would be cool too.
That would be.
That technology's about to be something we're going to see a lot 2. Wireless charging like that. You just have to be in the vicinity and
Yeah.
it just starts charging.
We're not there
I
yet for
mean,
this Dream Switch. I don't think we need to go there with
no,
that.
we're not. No, we're not there yet. So I'd like to see that. I'd like to see wireless. Wireless docking would be cool. The other thing that I would really like to see, again, something I made a whole video on a while back. This kind of goes back away from the dock into the tablet part of it itself. But I want a 5G switch. I want to be able to play people online wherever. 5G, awesome connectivity. Because I've talked about this a few times too, but a lot of people don't understand the difference and how big of a jump that we are going to be seeing once this full 5G network rolls out. Like the difference from 4G to 5G is not just like an incremental step up. It is a massive leap. It's a massive leap. It's not just a little jump up to 5G. It's going to be an insanely noticeable difference. Like that's pretty much what we're waiting on to make self-driving cars safe. We're waiting on that speed so they can all talk to each other and know where they're at. Like once this rolls out, things are going to start changing very quickly. I think a 5G switch at that point isn't even something it's not even something that would be crazy. It would kind of be expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. Now that adds cost to it, but again, not really in our.
We don't care about that.
We don't care about that right now.
We don't care about that. We're made of money right now. We don't care. We got all the money. We have all the monies. I think that would be awesome. Not only that, and we've kind of eliminated the problem because we put our M2 chip in there.
Yeah.
But another reason that I would like to have that 5G connectivity is because of cloud gaming. Like I want to be able to connect and play, you know, who knows? Maybe we get Game Pass on the Switch. It's possible. Those rumors are out there. But I mean, just games like we already have, like Control.
Yep.
Like you have to be home and connected to Wi-Fi to play it. But if you know, this 5G network is out here and doing what it's supposed to do, I'm telling you, you can easily connect to that and play that game. Absolutely no problem. I've seen it done online.
If you don't know 5G, it's not like it's twice as good as 4G. It's like light years better than 4G.
It's
insanely you can barely fathom like the difference. That's how big
it's huge.
This is not
very, very.
If you were live for 3G going on 4G, this is not that. This is even higher than that.
No, this is.
And that was a big deal, man. 3G. I had my iPhone 4 back in the day in the mall.
Yes.
3G, like a bar and a half it was always awful.
That was wild times, right?
Wild. And now it's like you 4G, you pretty much have coverage everywhere. And now it's not, but imagine having coverage everywhere, but your speeds are so fast.
Lightning fast.
You never have to think about wireless. You don't have to think about it. It's gonna be so fast. No matter how many.
Will be a thing of
No matter how many.
Will be a thing you'll never see again.
Never.
It just won't happen.
It'll be turn a video.
Unless you're literally in a cave.
You need to download the Drip and G podcast. Hello, guys. Welcome back to episode 475 because that's gonna be what episode's gonna be.
All your major podcast places. All of them. Every one of them.
So 5G sounds like an excellent.
And that's really it. If I had a Switch with all that stuff.
Yeah,
I would.
So a quick rundown. We got the metal chassis, which is going to be great.
Yes.
We got any Joy-Con that you would want, any third party that they sell right now. Not only are we going to have it for the next Switch, but it's going to be first party stuff from Nintendo. And
with full size sticks.
All with full size sticks. And then you got that M1 chip inside running that thing.
M2. Remember, we upgraded that to the M2.
M2 chip. We got the dock that is going to bring back, ironically, some of those Wii U features where you can use the Switch in like a how'd you call that?
We call it wireless docking.
Wireless docking, and that'll be sick.
Yeah, we have an official name for it.
And it's got 5G, so you can be on the train, you can be in the car, in your Apple car, and you can be doing whatever you got to do, and you can play cloud games like a boss, and you can use that calculator. If you need to download a calculator to pinch.
Oh, you got
it. You got it.
The Switch already offers a real nice one.
Absolutely.
And really quickly, for those of you listening on the replay on YouTube, leave in the comments below what we missed. Like, what would you add to this Switch? I'm
Absolutely.
curious.
And those of you listening on the podcast, go ahead and leave a review if you're using Apple Podcast reviews or however you're listening to this podcast. You can use our link to our Anchor podcast. I don't know if you can contact us through there or not, but either way, go ahead and leave us what we missed out. Yeah. What do you want in your dream Switch?
Yes.
Is that it, sir?
That is just about it. Yeah.
Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the audio. We're going to wrap up the audio version of this podcast. For those of you in the stream, stick around. We're going to answer those questions, those super chats, if you left any. We're going to go ahead and get to those right now. For those of you listening for the audio version, we are going to head out here. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you check out this podcast wherever you have on any podcast service that you may want to use. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. This is episode 1, so we're gonna get better with the intros and the outros. So sorry for
working on all that.
Again, I drive forklifts.
Welcome back or welcome in for the first time.
Welcome back for the first time.
Like, please subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. No. So
there you go.
Yeah. So you guys listen to the podcast. Make sure you check out this video version on the Drip and Geeb YouTube channel, which is not called yet, I don't believe, but it will be. It's currently Drip Media Live as of the recording. So make sure you check out that video because we're gonna cut these up into segments as well, and it'll be really nice little bite-sized content for you guys. And again, make sure you leave your what we missed for Dream Switch, and that'll be it for us, guys. So we will catch you guys in the next episode.
Later. Okay, chat. What's up? What's going on, guys? Yo, everybody's loving the guns, dude. I've seen a couple comments in here.
Me? Like, I haven't looked at the chat once.
Guns out.
Not
guns
once.
Out.
Hey, listen, sun's out, guns out. Chicago. Well, it's not Chicago. I live 2 hours north of Chicago, but
I'm telling you,
it's 60 degrees right now. It's still 60 degrees at 9:49 at night. So I celebrate this weather with my guns out.
Oh,
and
dude,
I gotta represent
here,
1, 2.
We are done here. I'm going to my back porch. It is so nice outside right now. Yeah, it's amazing. But guys, hey, thank you for being here.
Trust the process.
We had. I told you, Geeb, it was going to be the same crowd from a regular stream, and it is.
Good.
I really appreciate you guys being here. We obviously, we're still working on all this stuff, guys. We're still getting it worked out.
Hey, by the way, cut your audio for Audacity.
Yeah.
Do that.
Stop. Done. Okay.
Stop.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Did it not work? Did it not work?
It's fine. Super chat from Megaboy. Drip and Geeb are better than the Spawn cast.
Hey, I just see that. Thank you, Megaboy. Thank you so much, dude. Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Really, I really do appreciate it. There weren't any other super chats, so if anybody has any questions or comments besides comments about Geeb's guns, bring them on now, and we'll start answering those. Start a conversation.
Mostly facts.
You guys want to do here.
Let's just say some hellos. What's up, guys? How we doing? Like, I see you guys in here in the chat.
Adam, Hari, Samantha's here.
Samantha, what's up? How you doing? Who else here? What we got?
Jason, what's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason? If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Uncle Geeb. I lurk in the streams a lot. I've been known to lurk around the drips. So I'm hi.
I feel like everybody here should know. Whatever. It's all good. Oh, hey, Nintendo fanboy. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up,
I see you up there. Sorry, Justin. What's going on? What's going on, Justin? Okay, hold on, Megaboy. Maybe I missed it. But do you prefer 4K or 60 FPS? Okay. Geeb and I actually he would rather have 60 FPS. I would rather have 4K, but not on a handheld screen. I don't care. That screen's small enough, but like if it comes to like a TV like this, if I could have the choice of playing 30 frames per second and full ass 4K, I want full 4K 30 frames per second. I'm totally good with that. I'm way good with that.
No, 60 FPS all day. But I mean, listen, that this is why we have the Drip and Geeb podcast, because we agree on a lot of things, but I think we disagree on enough that it's like it works. And that's one I will never Mario Kart and FPS will fight to the death on.
Yeah, we will.
Hey, we got super chat from Adam. Geeb Protein Fund. Dude, I need the Ring Fit Fund because I'm fat. I want to curse so bad. I
We
think I'm.
can't curse. No
I know.
cursing. We've
I
done
know.
so good tonight.
I
We have
know.
done so
We've
good.
done great. So yeah, I need to get.
I'm literally going to be able to just
I have.
record this
Yeah.
back and
Yeah.
throw it up.
I
We
have
haven't done
about.
anything bad.
I have about 50 pounds of pandemic weight on me, maybe 40, and I mean, I need to get in shape like yesterday. So
All right, we have another
appreciate the
question here.
compliments.
If we get it's from Hari. 3D. If we get a 3D DK game, will it be a remake of DK64 or a new game? I would say, okay, first off, I'll say this. I don't think we're getting one. I think it's probably going to be a 2D game because the 2D games sell. They just sell very, very well.
Yeah.
If we did, I could see it being a 64 remake. Honestly, that was a cool game. It was a really cool game, but at the same time, let's say this. Let's say the Odyssey team is working on let's say it is 3D. Let's say these reports or leaks or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Let's say they're wrong. Let's say it's 3D. I feel like the Odyssey team is making a new game. To me, that's just my gut feeling. Like I don't think they're making a remake. I feel like they're not that. They aren't that company or not that team. You know what I mean? They're not that team. The remake team is like B team. These are the guys who made Mario Odyssey.
Right.
The guys and girls, excuse me.
Right.
Who made
The
Mario
dudes.
Odyssey? The people who made Mario Odyssey are not going they're not going to make a remake. I don't think. I think they're making a from the ground up Donkey Kong game, whether it be 2D or 3D. I think it's new. Let's go with that. It's new. If it's 3D, it's new. If it's 2D, it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll read Samantha. Samantha says 5G wouldn't. Well, it's not really a question, but I kind of want to address it. 5G wouldn't work. Wouldn't work well. 100 feet distance, and you have to be within 100 feet, and you need a line of sight. Is basically what she's saying here.
that is all temporary stuff.
It's temporary.
That is all temporary.
We're in embryo stage of 5G at the moment.
Yes,
I mean,
that's all temporary stuff. All those issues are going to be when the network is here and it's running the way it's supposed to be running. It is going to be an insane leap.
Yeah, I'll be right back. By the way, you just the nature calls. Just give me one second.
Okay, all right. Okay, what do we got? Eternal Darkness 2. What are you talking about, Adam? What are you talking about? I need Astral Chain 2. Now listen, Astral Chain 2. I feel like that's probably something we'll see, right? That game did really well, and it was really, really good. Adam, I'm glad you actually played it and finished it. Now I know. It's funny because now I know two people who have watched that same video and got a game from that video. You got Astral Chain, and Geeb got Starlink. So that's super cool. I would buy M1 or M2 gaming system because I love Apple. But Nintendo first-party games can't be. Yeah, I said in the video I recorded today that'll be up Monday. That's like the one thing I said. Like, I love Nintendo first-party stuff. Like, I don't care how good the graphics are on something, or give me ray tracing and this. Like, that's great. That's gonna be awesome to play, and I'm so pumped to do that. I'm so excited to have something like that if that was real. But it would never replace my Switch just because of what's on the Switch. But I'm with you, Megaboyd. Everything Apple for me. I'm all my notes are on my iPad right here. I got my iPhone and my MacBook Pro. Like I'm Apple all the way.
Google Pixel, baby.
What's your Call of Duty rank? What number is dead last? Because that's what I am, or I'm behind that. Because I don't play Call of Duty.
I don't remember what my Call of Duty rank was. It was from 2008, 9 is my last ranking in Call of Duty. So I don't know. Call of Duty Black Ops. Whatever your mid-tier ranking in that game was, that's my Call of Duty rank.
That's a good question. Justin asks, what kind of buttons do you want the Switch to have? That's a good question, and we didn't address that.
I'm assuming he's talking about like Switch Lite and regular Switch.
Talking about face buttons.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, we want full-size sticks.
Right.
but we didn't say full size buttons.
We didn't.
I would like if I got to pick any buttons on anything that I could have. You know what they'd be? They'd be the nano buttons. The Powerade nano buttons.
Still haven't tried those.
They're nice, man. They're so nice. They're perfect and they're so quiet and they don't like clack and make weird. Oh, they're just so smooth. The tolerances around the edges of the buttons compared to the face of the controller are literally perfect. They don't have like even the Pro controller has like wiggle.
Yeah.
Man, that's a quality controller. And I'm sure that one that everybody's already put their review up on that I was supposed to have and still don't. The new one, the new $100 PowerA one that's still not here. I talked to them today. They're like, sorry, we're out of stock. You get the next batch. I was like, oh, cool. Nintendo Life and Austin John get the first batch. I get the second batch. That's just fine. I see where we're at on the pecking order. That's fine. I don't care. Doesn't bother me any at all.
If you guys
I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it, okay? I'm actually not mad about it. It does suck though, because I wanted to have it early because I really wanted to have one of the first reviews up on it because I do hold that Nano to very high regard, and I'm really hoping this one is just as good as far as feel or better.
Yeah.
As a full size controller, because that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That's my controller. If it is, I can't wait. Alex. Hey, Drip. Totally unrelated. But how are you liking the Elgato mic over the Blue Yeti? Holy crap. Yeah, let's talk about that. We will talk about that. It is very unrelated, but we will have a conversation about
He's like fanboying over it, guys.
Oh my God. This thing is so much better than that Blue Yeti I had. It's absolutely, and it's not just the mic. Okay, the mic internally has a peaking. What's it called?
Clip guard.
Clip guard. So instead of, my audio going nuts when I'm like,
it keeps you right. It keeps you right there. It's beautiful.
Puts you where it needs to be. So it's got that in it. But on top of that, this mic is worth it for one thing. All the controls, because this is the 3. This is the one that has the controls on the front here where I can move from the mic to the headphones and then also hit the button again to a mix between of what I'm hearing. Super nice. Mute button on top. It's the software though. Other than the mic itself, it's nice. It sounds good. The software is absolutely amazing because on stream now, I have control over everything. I used to have control over my voice, the game voice, and then everything else that was on the computer was just on the desktop. So if I turned down, let's say, a browser, everything else that was on the desktop was turned down too.
Like, for example, Discord audio call. His voice, my voice would be turned down, but he just wants the music down.
I have the voice chat of this on its own separate channel. I can turn Geeb up and down. I can turn the alerts from my computer up and down. I can turn, if I have a browser window open, YouTube, I can turn that up and down separately.
Yeah.
The game separately, the music separate. It's amazing. If you're looking to buy one or the other, don't even think about it. This is it. The Blue Yeti is it's ancient. It's ancient.
Good for the time. Now the fact they keep selling it at the same or higher price than they did 10 years ago. Why would you ever?
Even close
now.
No.
Yep.
So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm pretty sure it did. Where else are we at? Calculator, greatest game ever. Yes.
Absolutely. Calculator, man. Did you guys like my build up for Calculator? I enjoyed that.
I thought you did. I thought it was great, man. I thought it was really good.
Mess up the intro again, as we will always.
Yes, Drip and Geeb podcast. Come for the BS, stay for the gun show. I'm glad the guns are. You may have to wear a tank top every single episode now.
I don't have a lot of tank tops because I'm fat, so I don't want to show off my. I have a frame to where you can't see. No boobaloobies came tonight. Let me tell you.
Well, I just let it all hang out.
Oh, because you weigh 80 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, you don't know though, man. You don't know. I wear black t-shirts. I have a huge beer gut because
I yeah,
I stream. Listen, like I always tell you guys, like I don't like when I don't stream. If I have a beer when I'm not streaming at this point, it's like I have, you know, maybe a beer, maybe a beer. So I've streamed 4 nights this week. So I've drank Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday, last night, and tonight. The beer it's gonna start catching up with me, guys. Telling you. Especially as I'm drinking stuff like this. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I'm not drinking Busch Light. This is actually a peach cobbler sour ale, and it tastes like I just ripped a peach off of a tree and took a bite out of it.
next week with our introductions and with our what are we playing, we will definitely be doing what beer you drinking because I'm gonna go get something and because I forgot
Yeah, we'll
today.
have to do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have to do that
that'd be good.
because that was a Friday night thing back
Hmm.
in the day, and if we're
Yeah,
bringing back Fridays, we got to bring that back.
yeah.
Um, it needs adaptive triggers. Are you talking about the Switch Pro? Our Switch Pro needs adaptive triggers because that would fall that. You're right, but that would fall into the lots of different Joy-Cons thing.
Yeah, the customizable
I agree.
Joy-Cons. Yeah,
Justin says, what kind of material do you want the buttons to be? I think the buttons can be plastic. I don't want them to be cold. I don't want them to be metal.
me either. That's
I'd
why
rather
that's
them be
why I
plastic.
said the Switch chassis I want to be metal, but I don't necessarily want my Joy-Cons to be metal. I mean, I might the option, but I don't necessarily want them. I don't want them to have to be metal. So I'll take a nice soft touch plastic. That's fine. I mean, there's high quality plastic out there. I mean, sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Adam is asking if I'm cheating on Busch Light, and it's not cheating if they won't accept me. So I've tried for the sponsorship, so it's not cheating.
Are we going?
I beg them. I beg them.
Are we going to unbox the new color Switch Lite from? Can't pronounce your name, sir. I apologize.
I was thinking about it, but because it's an honestly, here's the thing. If I do it, I'm going to have an extra $200 available to get it. I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to put it back in the box. I'm going to take it back to where I bought it from.
Yeah, I will not
I
be.
do
That's
not
for sure.
need another Switch Lite, but it is an interesting question because this, of all of the Nintendo Switches, needs an unboxing and a comparison.
I mean, Nintendo did one already. Like, did you see that video?
No, they didn't. Nobody watches Nintendo's YouTube channel.
I did.
Shut up, Geeb. This does need that though. I know they did. I know they did it. I was thinking about it just to put it up against blue things and purple things and really actually nail down a color. But I was going to take it a step further. I was going to try to get a color number. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
why do I feel like there is one?
Picture of it, take it in to like Photoshop something and try to click on a nice lit picture of a certain point and try to see if we can find an accurate color number that someone could be like, okay, this is the color number. I can see it on my screen. That's what color this thing actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt a name here. Yakuhudo. I'm sorry if I butchered that hard. We appreciate that you trust us more than Nintendo. We appreciate that. I can pretty much tell you though that is a royal blue. Like it's definitely royal blue. Do you know what royal blue is? That's what that is. It's not purple. It's not.
It's walking that line. It used to be royal blue, and then it started just going over to the purple side a little bit more, and now it's royal blue that just walks that line. It just walks that line. It's not quite. It's still royal blue, but it's thinking about being purple. It's thinking about it. I'm telling you.
Yokudo. Okay, I got you.
Yokudo. Yeah, he's OG right here, man. OG. Comments on every single video. Appreciate you, man. For sure. Thank you. And maybe I will. Maybe I will pick it up just for you. I feel like I might owe it to you.
Do it. I mean, it's not going to cost you any money. You just return to Amazon.
Right. I'll tell you what. If I actually have the $200 to pick one up, I will do it. I'll do the video and I'll take it back. I would like, because I mean, look, I have great blue things to compare it to.
That's not royal blue though. That's blue.
That's Pepsi Blue.
That's not Royal Blue. Do you know Royal
Okay, but
Blue?
it's
Like,
blue to compare it to.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
I know what Royal Blue is. I have the Jordan 1 Hyper Royals in my closet out here,
Whoa,
and they're
okay. All
they're royal
right.
blue.
All right,
I
you gotta
can go get them.
gotta wear
You want me to go grab
go
those?
go grab them, sure.
You want me to start showing off my heat?
Yeah, man. Yo, man, show us that colorway of those sneaks, yo.
No, no, dude, don't seriously. You weren't here for the early days. There was one stream where I actually did. Someone was asking me about shoes, and I was like, "Yeah,
I
I mean, I
You know
got
what?
shoes, man."
I
I
think
started busting out Yeezys. I started busting out like I got the Jordan 1, the Miles Morales Jordan 1s
yeah.
from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Mhm.
I have those.
Are you a
Those are
sneakerhead?
sick. I was it for a minute,
Yeah.
for a hot minute, and then I got broke, and then I wasn't a sneakerhead anymore.
I
So, if this YouTube channel takes off, yes, then I'm a sneakerhead.
I enjoy sneakers. I'm not sneakerhead, but I definitely like when I see someone's sneakers and I know that they're new and I know that they're like the hottest thing on the market. I'm like, yo, respect. Like,
Oh my god.
I like those.
Mega Boyd has 25 pairs of Ultra Boosts.
What is
Holy crap.
Ultra
Yeah,
Boost?
I have a pair of Ultra Boosts. I have the triple black Mega Boyd. I have the triple black Ultra Boosts from like 3 or 4 years ago. It's the only pair I have because they were all black. It's the only ones I wanted. But I understand why you have 25 pairs of them, man. But I can tell you this: when it comes to Ultra Boosts and Yeezys, like the V2 350s, I mean, they're right there, if not more comfortable. Dude, Ultra Boosts are like literally sitting on a cloud. It's probably it's a euphoric experience. That's what I'll say.
I don't see
Are there any more
questions.
questions?
Yeah, I mean, guys, if you want questions done,
Hold on.
so if you're coming in late here, guys, we are done the podcast portion of the stream. It's recorded. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. I'll work on that. This is just like the after show, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Geeb, I still haven't even mentioned this to you. I was going to. You've seen Bad Batch.
Yes, I have.
I've seen Bad Batch.
Mhm.
Hari wants to talk about Bad Batch. We were thinking about doing a post-stream
In
Discord
Discord, like,
community. Yeah, community chat
hey,
after this. Maybe
hey,
pick up some
Hari,
games.
hey, Hari! Exclamation Discord, do it, man.
Yes,
Guys,
please.
guys, if that's a great idea. If you guys want to head into our post stream, or if you want to head into our what I just say before the post stream,
I don't know. You said post-stream, which
no,
got really confusing for me.
yeah, no. If you want to, this is the I don't fucking. I mean,
I didn't even know,
I didn't
where
say
I was at.
I didn't say it, but I like fudge. Fudge is what I like.
Yeah, you did.
Fudge.
Now I got to beep that out. Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry. I like fudge. I
Okay,
gotta.
so
Maybe I shouldn't drink on these streams.
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
'Cause I'm not even drinking.
Okay,
on
so
those.
guys, listen. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out. Episode 1. I feel like we didn't get a lot of news this week, so we're we had what we had. I think next week's going to be better because I think we're going to get a lot more news. For those of you guys who came and hung out for the live version of this, we really appreciate it. For those of you who sent in super chats, asked your questions. For those of you who sent in questions that didn't ask or didn't send a super chat, all of you, thank you very much. If you want to watch this back, it will be over on the will be called Drip and Geeb channel. Hopefully it's called that by tomorrow. I need to change the name. This will be over there to watch tomorrow, along with a lot of other stuff going up there. So if you are not subscribed to that channel, the link is in the description of this live stream right now. Make sure you go over there. Lots of cool stuff coming up there. If you want to join us after this stream, hop in the Discord, jump in the community chat. We will be in there talking about the Bad Batch, and who knows, we may fire up a game here.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
And don't forget about the audio version. Make sure if you missed last week's episode, it's already up. It's live anywhere you can find a podcast. I think without Apple. We're still waiting for Apple. That's to be soon it'll be on Apple. But if you want to make sure download the audio form of this podcast as well. And if you missed it,
link to that's also in the description.
Yes, sir.
All right, so yeah, guys, once again, thank you very much. We will see you in the Discord. Good night.